Next, we just need to get something here. Maybe we can get like one of those, you know, it's like a square, almost looks like it got flowers or some shit on it with an LED name or whatever.
This nigga.
Not flowers, but like green shit. Some kind of sign with an LED.
You want that bullshit that be at restaurants and baddies want to take selfies in front of.
You know what you right.
That's what you want.
I'm just saying we could get something here that would be dope.
Yeah.
Maybe not no flowery neon light shit, but
yeah, man. Listen. If you want your character on the wall, flowery neon stuff, you know, you want to be like that Snapchat filter where, you know, like all the bitches had that flower shit going around their head for like 2 years.
There's some shit to their eyes and shit too. Yeah, my daughters was
they all look like Phantasy Star characters.
Damn.
Well, hey man, welcome back. Welcome back. Finally. To another episode of Verbal Gunplay Podcast. I'm your boy Danny De Niro, aka D Money.
L Double, the Golden Lion over here, and man, it's so good to be back. It's been a minute, you know, life been life and whatnot, but you know, we back to feed the people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Just like Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, man. Shit, it's been a minute. It's so much to speak about. It's like, well, let's just talk about what's hot at the moment, and let's, you know. What we were talking about in pre-pro, we were talking about the Cardi B and Offset thing.
That's a crazy situation.
And this is like a perfect topic for you because you are married like they are.
Yeah,
you know?
But that shit is crazy.
Now,
bro.
Granted, you have a healthy relationship. You don't have a toxic relationship, but can you express to the people what it's like to be a married man and your pregnant wife goes online to the millions and millions of people and basically say, you know what? You're right. While I was pregnant, I did have somebody in here knocking on your kid's forehead. Ugh. Long dick style.
Does that sound?
Yeah. Talking about knock, knock, who's there?
Look, you know me, man. I'm always practical, so I'm listening. The whole situation is messed up. You know, he been out here doing this thing. But I will say this. I understand, you know, that she's feeling the way she feel, and, you know, she don't want to be with him. And then a lot of times when women are pregnant in that situation, they feel trapped. Like, I can't even go nowhere. So maybe she wanted to feel more desirable, blah, blah, blah. I get all that. However, I feel like even with all the shit that he done, like, she disrespected herself by doing that. Like, where's her own self-worth and self-respect?
Right.
Well, I guess it also depends on how far along pregnant she was. Because if you like in the first couple months where you can't even tell, it's like people don't know you're pregnant only because you say, then, I mean, people have done that without even knowing it. You know what I'm saying? But if she like showing pregnant.
Like if she using your kid as handlebars?
Wow. She like showing pregnant, which I don't know what she looked like right now. You know, never know with celebrities. And how long ago that was that she messed with somebody.
I think she already had the kid. She already had the kid.
She's not pregnant with him?
No, she had the kid recently.
Wow, okay.
Just like less than a month ago.
Then it just, for me, it would be like, I get that she felt that way and felt like she's getting revenge on him, but not really. To me, in this regard, it reflects badly on her. Like, where's your self-respect to do something like this? Well, pregnant with another man's baby. That's some real ghetto ass hood. Well,
for banter purposes, we'll take opposite sides, and I'll defend her, and I'll say, I mean, you did mention that he was out here doing his thing. Mm-hmm. He kind of told on himself, technically, because it ain't like she jumped out there and said, I was out here fucking niggas while I was pregnant.
True shit.
He brought it. He jumped in her live, and he brought that to the light because obviously he out here she over him, so she can't get none. I mean, you seen the text thread when he was like, you still want me? And she's like, oh yeah. And then she shared the screenshot. Nigga over here begging, can he talk to her on the phone while he beat off? That sounds Offset. Oh. That sounds like he missed her, not she missed him.
It's probably both, but my only angle is that she should have had more respect for herself in that situation. Although I understand the situation that she's in and how she felt a certain kind of way, but I still feel like everything that he's done, you kind of lowered yourself to his level by doing something like that.
Oh, she went low for sure.
But at the same time, like you said, it wasn't like she came out and was saying, "I did this, ha nigga this."
I think what she did. I think what she did was she shitted on him and let him know that she shitted on him. But out of respect, she kept it private.
He using his feelings.
He brought that to the public because it ain't like none of her stuff leaked. It ain't like the nigga she was fucking came out and said, "Yeah, I hit that." It was just silent. Yeah,
I always thought it was funny because people was like, "Oh, Cardi B got all these babies by Offset, and ain't nobody going to fuck with her out there." I was like, "Are you crazy?
It's Cardi B.
Are you crazy?
Listen,
you crazy." I don't know who the next celebrity nigga is going to be that's going to be fucking with her, but look, she a wild chick or whatever. But Cardi B is a baddie, bro. Let's not act like she's not a baddie out here. And Offset, I'm a straight man, so I can't tell. But he rich, so he getting bitches at the very least. But don't act like she finna be out here lonely because you want to do what you want to do.
But see, here's the difference too. You said, he rich too, and you said she can get niggas. See, the big difference here is she can pull almost any type of nigga. Like she can pull over 90% of the industry. He's not pulling over 90% of the industry. And that's when
you say the industry, what do you mean by that?
I mean, like people that are known. She can pull 90% of the niggas. He can't pull 90% of the bitches.
I think you're right.
And
I think you're right there. Because
what's obviously is evident, and she kind of mentioned this when they were going back and forth online. She said that she's too much of a boss chick for him, that he can't handle a woman like that, which is why he goes and spends a little $2,000-$3,000 on these little stripper bitches because they ain't got nothing going on. So he feels like a more superior man in their presence. Whereas if you're standing next to a Cardi B, he feels like less of a man.
That's Cardi B. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, yo, play your position. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, you gonna tell a nigga with an ego to play his position, bro? That's a diss to these motherfuckers.
Well, here's an example of somebody that does. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky look just fine, and she's way above that nigga.
Money wise, yeah.
Money wise, everything. At least Offset is part of one of the most biggest rap groups of all time.
Here's the difference between Offset and A$AP.
Okay.
So. Again, I'm a straight man.
A$AP got more money, too.
As a straight man, I can't tell. But it is known that women find A$AP attractive. The nigga's a fucking model. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
He got a lot of swag. He can rap. The nigga's confidence is off. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
He has more natural confidence than Offset. I bet money.
Yeah, that's that New York shit.
So because he has that natural confidence from being in the gutter with his fucking Brooklyn zombie niggas all the way up to where he is now, he feel good about himself, bro. Yeah, he got Rihanna, you know what I'm saying? But Rihanna don't make him and he don't make her.
Yeah.
So the confidence is there. But the Offset, I bet you feel some type of way. Not only that, let's not forget that he lost Takeoff, or I guess he didn't lose Takeoff, but Takeoff died. That relationship wasn't what it wanted to be at the time. All that shit fucks with your mental.
Yeah.
So comparing the two of them, I would just by looking at them and seeing how they move, I know A$AP is just naturally just more confident in his skin walking around than Offset is, which will lend him to being with somebody like Rihanna. And the other thing about Rihanna, we've seen that too. She's a pretty down to earth chick. Like she's not super like, I guess you could say uppity or whatever. Don't think she the shit.
Okay.
She's pretty cool from what we see.
Okay.
And the two of them seem pretty cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they have the same kind of dynamic. I really do think there's a slight competition going on between Cardi B and Offset, mostly on Offset's side. Just from what I see, I don't know these motherfuckers, but just from what I see, he feel like he need to compete with her. I don't think she feel like she need to compete with him, but that might be because she know. There is no competition.
There is no competition. Shout out to Fabulous. There is no competition in that one.
Yeah, and I think even if he talks to his boys, they'll all tell him like, "Oh yeah, you fucked it up with Cardi B, nigga."
Bro,
Tripping.
that is fumbled bag of the decade.
That's not even a fumble, nigga. That's a missed touchdown pass. That's a drop touchdown pass.
The only thing that could top this pause would be like Jay-Z losing Beyonce.
I mean, we can see that
because that's on the same scale, in my opinion. Because if you lose a Beyonce, what's next? He lost Cardi B. What's next?
An army of thought chicks.
What, Glorilla? That ain't no fucking Cardi B, nigga.
Bro, don't do that.
I'm just saying. Like...
First of all, Glorilla's like 25, bro. She mad. Well, I guess that don't mean shit to him, probably.
She fucking little 25-year-old.
She mad young, but she's super hot right now.
But he young, too. He's like mid-30s, so it ain't like he that old.
Yeah, but Glow is super hot right now, so I don't know, I don't think she would fuck with him. Glow seemed like the kind of chick that would either fuck with a rap nigga like around her same level, or some nigga you never heard of.
Well, I was going to say, Cardi B has, like 3 kids with him now? Mm-hmm. And he came into the relationship already with kids. So
true shit.
Any girl at this point fuck with him, might as well be fucking with Future.
Hey, yo, mad rappers out here got babies. Basketball players, too, be fucking everywhere.
Yeah, but, a woman that's, like, about something, and that's not the shit on you women that accept niggas that got a bunch of kids, but women that are like a Beyonce or a Cardi B level, at this point in their career, they're not going to go fuck with a nigga that got half a dozen kids, because they're going to get with somebody that can increase the brand that they can grow with. And going from either no kids or one kid or a couple kids to a fucking football team overnight, they ain't doing that shit.
I think the only knock for Cardi in this situation is that her ex-husband, baby daddy, is such a high-profile dude that another nigga coming into the situation, I mean, it's almost like then they're going to automatically be an op to Offset.
For sure. And the good thing in her favor is clearly she has to, you always look like you lost if you don't upgrade when you leave the relationship. So Offset is going to be easy to upgrade from, but like we just said, upgrading from Cardi B it's not too many options in the industry. Like,
let me think about that shit. Who in the industry? We talking? Damn.
There's nobody.
First of all, it had to be an actress, right? Because I don't think he's gonna.
Because he ain't gonna find no female rapper that's
bigger than Cardi. No.
He would have to get with Nicki Minaj. Like,
that's not happening, bro.
Right, and it's not happening. But that would be the only upgrade. He'd have
that's
to get
what I'm
with
saying.
Nicki.
It'll have to be an actress. I can't think of an actress
that will fuck with him.
That will fuck. You never know, bro.
That's bigger star power than Cardi B.
And bigger than Cardi B.
Yeah. You talking about a chick that dropped one album and she's already worth over $200 million. Like, that's insane.
Motherfuckers are still waiting for that next one.
Bro, this year alone, this is like 2020. When the album came out, like 2016, 2017, 2018?
Something like that.
This year alone, that album sold over 500,000 copies. That's this year, like almost a decade later. Like, what are we talking about? Like, she is her.
Yeah, for real.
Every song on the album has sold over a diamond amount of singles. That means each single has sold over 10 million copies. That's insane. Like, she's in like Beatles Thriller territory almost.
Yeah, just because her music is hard, nigga.
I ain't gonna front. Like,
let's find out and see Cardi B. That shit is hard.
Yeah, and I was having this conversation with one of my boys the other day. I was like, it's not too many women where I could just run their whole shit back front to back, and Cardi B is the only female album
rapper.
Yeah, rapper, of course. Yeah, listen, females killing niggas in the R&B side. These niggas are soft now, but too soft. But, females is killing the rap game right now, technically, too, because aside from fucking Drake and Kendrick, what's been going on in rap?
Glorilla.
Females, that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga-wise, like, what you got going on? What, a Gunna album here and there?
And, see, bro, memory. It's fucking with me now. Lotto.
Another woman.
Lotto's out.
See, Lotto would never fuck with him. But Lotto wouldn't be too much of a downgrade.
Yeah, but that would be downgrade on her side. Lotto could do better than fucking Offset.
Absolutely. And you see what I'm saying? It's rough out here for this man. Like, it's going to be hard to move on from that one.
That'd be crazy. Her fans would be mad as hell.
Lotto?
If she start fucking with Offset after that, her fans would be mad about that shit.
Well, it's like you said, it would create some beef. So, you know what?
I don't think Cardi would be for her.
Absolutely. Fucking with baby daddy? Like, that's girl code. That's girl code.
It's girl code. We feel like friends. Are they friends?
We can't be. We won't be friends after that. Sure. You know what I'm saying? We won't be friends after that.
Sure.
I think. You know who I think he could bag? I think this is super young.
Come on, nigga, come with it.
I think he could bag Ice Spice.
Bro, you did not just say fucking Ice Spice.
That's the only one with star power I can see that he could bag. I can't see him bagging nobody else's star power.
First of all, I think even for her, that would be like not a good look. But since her career, so we hear, is going down, there'd be some
that
hype for her.
Actually might be a good hey. Ice Spice team, pay attention. This might actually be a good move for her because her career is actually on its downward motion right now. She actually needs a buzz. What bigger buzz than to fuck with Offset and let Cardi B pull you into her stratosphere? Because we all know Cardi B is the outspoken online personality.
Yeah, but Cardi B will fuck her shit up.
It's already on the downward slope. It ain't gonna go more down.
I mean, like shit talking and all of that. Cardi B would be going crazy.
That's fine. That's fine.
Or maybe she would be the bigger person and ignore that shit.
And then all Ice Spice got to do is clap back with Offset on the feature.
Oof.
Now we talking.
That's dirty. Yeah.
Now we talking.
Yeah.
Now we talking.
Wow,
that would be
hella interesting. I'd love to see that shit.
That would be
for our entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like that. I like that idea.
That is a good idea. Hey, y'all listening? Do that.
Ice
shit.
Spice and Offset become an item, and you know they have these. I feel like there's a lot of these industry relationships that are formed. You know, it's like they talked about. Did you see while we were on break? Did you see what happened with the rumor that came out with Taylor Swift and Travis Kielce?
I mean, we knew that shit was set. I mean, I knew that shit was set up off the top. Yeah. That shit didn't make no sense.
So supposedly some paperwork leaked that it was like the relationship is going to be dissolved on this date and such. But once that paperwork leaked, they're like, oh, we got to drag the relationship out a little further so it don't look like that was real.
I mean, I never thought their relationship was real because when that nigga was booed up with a chick, like we always saw that shit.
Yeah.
She ain't wrote no songs about that nigga. That could be it. She probably gonna base a whole new fucking album on this nigga after this shit. It's all gonna be fake. But the other thing too, his look and his image changed. If that didn't happen, let's say he stayed the same old like black dude that hung out with a lot of white dude that hung out with a lot of black dudes kind of look he had.
That's what changed.
If he stayed in that shit and was fucking with Taylor, I would believe it. But since he changed his image to fucking good old boy pickup truck driving ass motherfucker, then that's when I was like, oh, this is fake.
Bro, he definitely his image, he definitely looks like he lives in a red state. That's all I'm gonna say on that. He looked crazy. So, okay, while we talk about manufactured relationships, do you think, especially since it became public during all the drama, the domestic violence stuff, do you think Johnathan Majors and Megan Good is authentic?
I'm 50-50 on that.
Especially coming off that, you see that little performance where he accepted that award and shedding the tears.
A month or so ago. 50-50. And the only reason why I believe it's 50-50 because Megan Good's a baddie. So, like, if he even got in a fake relationship with her, he probably actually fell in love with that bitch. But I feel like it is. But the thing about it is I don't see anything for her to gain from this. Like, he gains. So unless she's just really getting paid on the back end.
Well, she's gaining.
She gaining as being a solid woman for a man, but did she need that?
And then also, I think she had lost a few black folks in her corner. Because when she was like some white dude for a long time or something like that.
For a minute, I mean, they outdated.
But this is what I'm saying. Sometimes. Black love always gets the black folks back.
True shit.
Black love always. You want to get black folks back? Black love. Kanye want to come back on this side? All he got to do is get with that first girl that he was with when All Falls Down first came out. No. He ain't going to, but I'm just saying. He do that and drop some new Yeezys. He got the niggas back.
Yeah, if he go get him a regular black chick like a nurse or some shit.
Yeah.
Get with her.
Yeah, and start talking about some black love and going to church and all that. He got us back because he do it all the time. That's how he get us.
We know that shit ain't gonna happen now. That ain't on some other shit, bro.
Yeah, but And then I think we talked about this on a previous episode, but it's like, it's so hard to believe anything because we're talking about actors here. And it might look genuine to us, but we have to remember, these are people that are like deep in drama school. Like they know how to act.
They do method acting and
they
get into the character.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why like we don't believe the Johnathan Major shit, because we've seen him act in a lot of different roles. The breadth of the characters he can take is pretty wide. So there's
this is textbook rollout for a image rebuild.
Oh, he needed it.
Oh yeah. But
that's what they get for fucking with that white girl. That's I always say that shit. That's what you get for fucking with that white girl.
What kills me about that, and I hate to be so shallow, but she wasn't even like bad.
That too.
But
that's how it always is with white. Dude, niggas will get a white girl and she ain't never really that bad. That's rare, bro. That's rare.
I only fuck with bad white bitches. You ain't never seen me with no busted white bitch.
Eat that.
And whenever I've had a white bitch in my corner, even Dr. Umar would take a look. Even Dr. Umar had to take a look at that one. You know what I'm saying? You know,
you need to stop saying shit while I'm taking a drink. That shit came out my nose. And
my bad. That's why we got different camera angles.
Woo!
We keep it off that one. What was I gonna say?
Oh, shit.
So
I was about to say why they gotta be bitches. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, you know, just with ladies, snow bunnies. So while before we get I feel like we talk about Johnathan Major so much. While we talking about him, I don't think we talked about him being replaced by Robert Downey Jr. with Doom.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like Robert Downey Jr. being Doom. The only way this makes sense to me is if it's like an alternate universe, and instead of he's still Tony Stark, but instead of becoming Iron Man, he becomes Doom. That makes sense. We'll see what they do, right? But if he actually is supposed to be Victor Von Doom and just with a different, we're just using him again, I don't like that shit.
So you don't think he's going to be the official Victor Von Doom?
If they keep a mask on him.
You're hoping he's not.
I'm hoping he's not. And if they do, they keep a mask on him. We'll never see his fucking face. He's just an actor.
Okay. The Fantastic Four comes out before the Avengers Doomsday movie, I assume, right? Uh-huh. So it's safe to say that I'm sure the post credits in Fantastic Four will probably be Robert Downey Jr. in the Doom mask or something.
Yeah, but there's a whole, we've seen it in the other Fantastic Four movies. There's a whole time where only the Fantastic Four people know what Victor looks like. He's like he was like a friend of theirs for a while, and then the accident happens and becomes Doom. So I wonder if they're going to pick up after the accident, which I would assume they're not going to do like an origin story, and then maybe we just won't see his face.
Yeah. What throws me off about the whole thing is the face. Because what happens now in, Secret Wars or Avengers Doomsday? I imagine Spider-Man's going to be in it, right? So What happens when his face is shown? We supposed to believe Spider-Man's looking at this nigga and he don't see Tony Stark?
And don't say Mr. Stark right away when they see him?
Right.
That's why I'm like, I think if they do that angle where Tony Stark becomes Doom instead of Iron Man, that makes sense. I'm on board. But if it's actually Victor Von Doom, then I don't like that.
I hope when that mask comes off, I hope his face is just unrecognizable. Like, I hope he's just fucked up. I hope he look like Darth Vader or something. So it don't look like.
Even
because if I see Iron Man, because that's Tony Stark. Yeah. If I see Iron Man underneath the Doom, I'm gonna be like, like, imagine Rogers, like, what the.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it could make sense if it's an alternate version. Like, we was gonna get a bunch of different versions of Kang. So maybe they do a different version of Tony Stark and them. That would have been fire. I'm so mad they dropped that shit.
It still pains me. I was talking to a comic book nerd on X earlier this week, and they were telling me that there's a good chance that Kang can still come back. And I was like, how? Like, what, they gonna recast? They'd have to recast him. They'd have to give him the Howard Cheadle treatment.
They could do it because Kang, you hardly ever see his face. The only reason why we even kind of think that he might be black is because there's a future version of Kang's kid that is also related to Tony Stark. This is why this makes sense. Called Iron Lad. And he's black. Okay. Right? So we may think, okay, maybe Kang was black. But in the comic books.
Time out. Iron Lad?
I know.
There's so many racial ways I can go with this. Go on.
But in the comics and stuff, Kang's face is always like blue, right? So they can put another person's face and have Kang come back and be sort of the time traveling baddie person that's always doing shit.
So they've had about, the MCU's had about a good, 50 or so good actors. Who can replace Johnathan Majors in that role?
Almost anybody if they don't show their face.
You said nothing about this nigga's acting ability.
No.
Anybody.
I said almost anybody if they don't show the face and the actual character personality. So the thing they did now is they let Johnathan Majors show his acting ability by giving Kang multiple personalities. There was that dude that was in the Loki movie that was like the guy at the end
Victor
or whatever.
Little,
he was a weird guy. Then there was the actual like the regular person of him before he became Kang. Then there's all the different kinds of Kangs we saw. Each one of them had a kind of a different personality, even an accent. Yeah. You need a good actor to do that. Yeah. However, if you're just going to bring him back as a guy in a mask that's doing bad shit for the sake of bad shit, you can put anybody in there. You just wouldn't be able to add the versatility, I don't think.
A fan favorite, they were saying that they wanted to replace
Don't say John Boyega.
No. I don't think Disney will fuck with him again, the way he shitted
After
on
that
them.
nigga was talking shit.
He was shitting on them with that Star Wars shit.
Hey, deservedly so, though.
I forgot his name, but he was the black guy in that Fear the Walking Dead.
Yes. He can do it.
That's a fan favorite. That's a fan favorite to replace Kang, They kind of speak the same, black nose, black lips, he's perfect for the white man.
He's got an artistic way about him.
Yeah. So, I could see that. As long as they had to keep the mask on, though, the whole time. Like, mostly. Because once he comes out, I guess they could show his face. Because, look, we done forgot all about Terrence. It wasn't until the other day I watched the first Iron Man, and I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot Terrence Howard was in this.
Yeah, now it seems weird that Don Cheadle would not be fucking War Machine now.
He's with Rhodey. Yeah, he's Rhodey now. Like, but the first, what was it, Iron Man 2? When they were like side by side fighting. Yeah. It was weird when I first seen them then, because I'm like, when I first seen the movie, I was like, wait, who's this?
Well, that makes more sense. Rhode is a dark skinned black man in the comics. So, but
true.
That kind of matches. Also, maybe not little known fact, the comic book people, he used to have like a long-term relationship with Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. They like hardcore dated. Mm-hmm.
Hardcore dated? What do you mean?
Like, long-term.
Like he was busting that down?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Something soft.
Brie Larson do look all right. You like her with the long hair or the cut hair?
I don't care.
He said, "Give Miss Snow Bunny anyway." My fault. You drinking again, mother?
Actually, I ain't never been with a white girl.
What? Oh man, white Frank give you a hall pass?
Nah,
not happening.
I wouldn't give her no hall pass. She's like, "Ooh, you know what? I never been with an Indian man." I'm like, "You ain't gonna be with
Indian
man, bitch."
You can't even sneak that one off. She gonna come home smelling like Indian food. Is that overboard?
Yeah, that's racist, nigga.
It's not racist.
Well, you didn't say Indian food. You didn't say nigga smelling like curry or some shit.
They definitely gonna smell like curry. Have you ever met an Indian that never had curry food?
I have met Indian people. I've had a few Indian friends. I've helped do consulting with some Indian dudes. Yeah, there's a smell, but they don't smell that shit. It's just like, to me, I would say it's like spicy. I wouldn't say it's curry. You know what I'm saying? But like they don't know. I bet you they're not rude enough to say black people have a smell. Like,
why nobody talk about that? Well, I guess because we're in PC world now. You can't really.
Yeah, you can't say that kind of shit,
bro.
I just did.
In my line of work, I go into a lot of homes, bro. I can smell when I'm in an Indian home or when I'm in a Chinese home.
Yeah, it's like that shit is crazy.
That shit is crazy. Like, Like, why does that shit stick to the walls like that? Like,
it's a foreign smell you're not used to, bro. For instance, I'm not gonna name who it is, but somebody I know has, and not you, because I'm talking about dogs. Somebody I know has a bunch of dogs, but they're small dogs.
Okay.
In the room that they keep them in, it just smells like fucking sweaty dog's ass and shit. But this person does not smell it. So when we complain, he's like, what are y'all talking about? I aired that room out. We're like, didn't do shit. Right? You're nose blind to smells you're used to. Yeah. So if you ever want to know if your home stinks, get somebody like who you don't know. You go out of town. When you ever come home, when you first come home after you've been gone for a while, can't you smell the original smell of your home when you get in it? Yeah. Like when I go out of town and I come back to my house smells like, because I used to be a home inspector, it smells like a new build because most of the shit in the house is new, right? Oh, flex on them. But I don't smell that every day or at all. Gotcha. Even when I just go to work and come home, that's not long enough to be nose blind. So I think a lot of those people that smell, if you will, because of probably what detergent they use, the kind of spices they cook their food with, whatever they use to clean their house, all that shit adds into the smell, and it's cultural. Okay. So we, who don't use any of those things, smell it off top. But them, they don't smell like shit at all, bro, which actually leads me to believe that when they come to our house, they be like, what is that? I would like to think my house smells like fucking
I was gonna say, mahogany. Smells like lavender, smells like fresh linen, like something you know nothing about.
Yeah, but smelling like fucking, Dawn and fucking Tide probably smells terrible to them. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, what the fuck is this unnatural
clean, shit? Get it away.
We call it clean, but that shit probably just smells like artificial chemicals.
So what they wash their hands with?
I would assume it's soap, bro, but maybe not. I knew a dude that didn't use soap.
I was gonna say, you know what? They probably don't wash their hands.
Well, this dude was a Muslim, and he did not put on deodorant. I don't know if he said he didn't believe in that shit, but he did not put on deodorant. He only washed, and what he washed with was not regular soap. It was like, I don't know, Murs or some shit. I don't know what the fuck that was. So he smelled like it.
Yikes.
But that was his shit.
I guess.
It's just all cultural and different, to us. I know people come to America and be like, these motherfuckers, man, they stink. Why y'all niggas smell like meat?
Pause. That's how I feel when I go to New York. I'd be like, damn, it fucking stinks out here. Because, it's just so much pollution.
It smells like fucking beer and piss and sweat and all that shit.
And they just used to it because they walk around in that shit all day.
For the first 24 hours, they want you there for a while. You don't smell that shit no more.
Nah, I still smell it.
Oh, yeah, damn, nigga.
Because I'm just out here, trees and just smelling fresh air. I go to New York, I'd be like, ugh.
That's another thing. When I came to Texas, what I noticed is how much green trees and just foliage and shit is here. Where I'm in San Diego, where we from, and even when I was living in Phoenix before I came here, it's just not fucking like that. Yeah. So coming here and seeing all this fucking green trees, all this open ass areas and shit, it's just fucking definitely new. But it's the people that live here, that grew up here, don't even notice the difference. Yeah. Matter of fact, I had a coworker who was supposed to go back to San Diego, and he asked me, "Hey, man, what kind of differences do you think I'm going to see when I go back to San Diego? Is anything I should know about?" I'm like, "You're probably going to observe this when you go there, but I'll give you some tips. First, everybody, men and women, they're all going to be skinnier than you're used to. Yeah, and girls probably going to be a little bit better if you like skinnier chicks. Okay, here's that." There will not be a sign that tells you what fast food restaurant is off this exit. That's what they do here. You get exit number 23 and it has a list of all the food restaurants. Cali don't do that shit. Yeah. And the people in the highways will drive at different speeds in different lanes. Y'all motherfuckers don't do that shit here either. If y'all are over in the left lane and you're not fucking 90, 100 miles an hour speeding, niggas gonna be honking at you like, get the fuck out this lane. Yeah. When you go to a fast food restaurant, you're going to see a list of the calories. Yeah. Where they don't do that shit here. Right. Which leads to why everybody is so much more skinnier. And the other thing you're going to notice is not nearly the same amount of black people. That's the big ass thing.
There's way more black people here.
Way more black people. Bro, I remember one of the first times I came here, I rode up to, I think it was a fucking it was a Jack in the Box, and like all the employees was black. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, you see like Mexicans and white people in there.
Mexicans.
Yeah, mostly Mexicans.
They still have that sometimes here, but in Cali, it's like all Mexicans, maybe some Filipinos or some shit, right? Also, if you go to
the Filipinos be at churches.
They be at churches, and they be at, what's that other fucking place that you don't see, like Rubio's or some shit? I don't even think they even have
no fucking Rubio's down here. Yeah. I wouldn't even want a Rubio's out of here. I wouldn't trust fresh seafood my ass.
I know, right? It's like if you go to a Texas Roadhouse here, it's good, but you go anywhere else, it's trash. I told him, I was like, there's a lot of different shit you're going to see out there, and it just lends to the fact that there's different things and different cultures in different parts of the country. You go here, like if you're a bigger cat, come down south, you get bitches. Go out to Cali, maybe not.
Yeah.
If you're a thicker girl, come down south. You'll get some dudes. Cali, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? If you in New York and you're a really feminine, girly girl, niggas don't like that shit out there. They like a chick with a little bit of oomph, a little bit of spice. Yeah. If you're a sensitive man who talks about his feelings often and you go to New York trying to get a girl, she gonna run all over your fucking feelings.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Good luck.
She gonna run all over your fucking feelings. She's gonna be like, you know what? That was rude. That really hurt me. Look at this bitch ass nigga. That's what's gonna happen. So you go to different parts of the country, you're going to get fucking different fucking treatment. Yeah. Whereas, like, for instance, even weather, bro, you go to fucking San Diego and it's 80 degrees and niggas like stomping around. I'm melting. Oh, my God. It's so hot because it's 80, bro. We be like, dude, shut your ass up.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. And they're like, it's so cold. It's like 55 degrees outside. Yeah. Bro, I remember when I went back to New York after a while, I stepped off the plane and I was like, break it. Yeah. That shit was to the bones, nigga.
New York, East Coast, and all that, it gets cold to the point where you can get frostbite. They don't know nothing about that. Talk about something that's cold. Like,
they got the jackets are made so the wind doesn't blow through them shit. I've been to Chicago. One time I went to Chicago for a trip. I was only there for 2 days. I stepped outside that fucking airport. That wind blew. Like, nigga, where the fuck do you think you are? I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Went back inside, wrapped up. It was so crazy.
Yeah,
that wind come off that lake is insane.
Yeah, I only been in Chicago once, and I went there All-Star Weekend 2020. It was so cold. Like
All-Star Weekend is like January, right?
February. Yeah, around Valentine's Day. Yeah. It was cold. It was so like It was that cold where you talk and it's just like it looked like you smoking. It's just like a whole fog of smoke coming out of my mouth as I was talking. It was so cold, man. I had me a nice little pea coat, and that was still cold, and that was layered up.
Chicago don't care. That's why Kanye was talking about that shit. That wind blow, disrespectful.
Yeah, and that's what makes it worse. Is the wind blowing? Like when it's just cold and no wind, you good. But like, let's say you walking around and it's windy, and you got cars zooming past you. Man, that shit is like whipping your ass. It's like Royal Rumble.
Even the cars is different. I noticed in Chicago, probably because of the wind, they drive a lot more smaller aerodynamic cars. You drive around some big ass boxy ass car, your shit might flip over. That motherfucker. Yeah. So like here, like 50% of the vehicles on the road in Texas is trucks, right? Yeah. You go to Cali, 50% of the cars on the road, Teslas. You go over on the East Coast, it's like everything. You got fucking Fiats. But you know, the funny shit is, if you go to New York, man, a lot of motherfuckers don't even have a car. If they have a car, they only pull that shit out when they going like somewhere, they driving out of New York to Jersey or some shit. But even then, you still take the train. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to do that driving out. You haven't driven across that bridge in a minute, huh?
Yeah, it was like 2016, 2017 last time I drove across that bridge.
Yeah, what was it at that time?
Fucking hell, nigga. Like, there's lanes. Yeah. I mean, they're there, but motherfuckers is not paying attention to them shit.
And then also the cost.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, because like last time I crossed the bridge, it was like $20. And I remember back when it was like $4.
It was like 1850 or something like that. Yeah. And like everybody just fucking merging and all this other crazy ass shit.
So imagine if you live in New Jersey, it's like we're going to New York. Before you even do anything, you already down $40. Like that's not even counting your gas. Like boom, $40. Just like fuck.
Last time I was there, I had a rental car, drove that shit to the hotel to my work. Because there's only a couple blocks away, but when I went anywhere else, I was on the bus or the train, nigga. Like, it was so much easier. Yeah, and it's funny because when I talk to people outside of that shit, they're like, you guys got trains there? But That's what we call it, bro. It's not, I mean, I guess technically it's a train, but like you thinking like choo-choo train, nigga, like that's just what we call that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, take the train.
I mean, shit, hey, you go over here in the hood in Texas, y'all got little bootleg trains, a little trolley system or whatever over there.
That's a trolley, nigga. That's not the train. You know what I'm saying? Like, there go, we got a trolley. You know what I'm saying? That's not the train. You can't call it the train. It's too nice.
Right. Yeah. No, it's nice over there. Did you ever trolley hop back in the day?
Always. And as soon as you see that fucking trolley officer get on,
you get right off. Yeah. I used to do that all the time. So they called me one time.
Yeah, everybody.
They had one get on, and the other one was on the way out. And as I'm getting off, he was like, "Where's your ticket?" And I was like, "Oh, I threw it on the floor. Like I don't have it." He's like, "So you littered?" And I'm like,
"Yeah."
So in my mind, like I was trying to process like what's more expensive, hopping this trolley ride or littering. Like I'm trying to figure out which is the cheaper ticket. And I was like, I just sat on the seat. I'm gonna go look for it. And he's like, you ain't got it. And I was like, nah, it's here somewhere. They ended up giving me a fucking ticket. He's like, well, I'm gonna give you a ticket, and you can look for your ticket.
Nah, that shit happened to me and my homeboy. That nigga pushed that nigga.
It ran off?
Yeah, the train was moving. He pushed him up against the train while it was going past us.
What?
The nigga like spun around and fell. He could have fell under the tracks, but he did it. And I was like, oh shit, my homeboy took off running. I was
they don't have guns, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they have guns. But I was 18. I wasn't gonna do no shit like that. I'm scared.
I was froze, bro. I didn't know what to do. This a badass nigga push him up and down.
Yeah.
Is that your friend? You tell me everything about him right now. I was like, I don't know, man. I only see him when I'm out on the street. I don't even know his fucking first name. Told nigga name was Jacob or some shit.
I'm mad about that now. I should have just ran when I got off the trolley. Why did I stand there?
Well, that's how I mean, we young. You don't know better. Now you know better.
Yeah, I'm right there off of 4th Street. Them nigga wasn't catching me. I was just going to book it all with
4th Street, yeah. Once you get in the crowd, it's over.
Yeah, I could have just booked it right towards Mission Hills where I stayed back in the day. He wasn't going to follow me that far. I had them Will Smith wheels.
Nah, them niggas stay like right by the train. Once you get out to the blocks, you good.
Yeah. Look, I should have just ran.
As long as you're not, even if, hopefully you're not at a major station, like if you're one of them big stations or the big parking lot, sometimes them cops be out there waiting for your ass to try to run.
Yeah, because it'll be like real police will probably fuck with you then.
But if you get at one of them little stops and shit.
Yeah. I was like one of those little off-brand stops. Yeah.
Or if you're downtown, you also good. Stay downtown.
Yeah, that's where I was. That's where I was right there.
Yeah, 4th Street. Yeah. Now that shit's fucking, it's even nicer than it was, and it goes a little bit farther. Mm-hmm. When's the last time you been to Cali? Dago specifically.
I went earlier this year. When was the last time I was on the trolley?
I was down there like 2 years ago.
How old's your oldest? Probably around that age.
Shit, I was just looking at the trolley like, damn, the trolley come here now. But, I was driving and shit back then and still. And, Dago is so expensive now. It's crazy. I saw a house. Like, I was looking at, maybe we can go back home, right? Mm-hmm. I went and looked at a house that was the similar size to this one, as a matter of fact. You know how much that motherfucker was?
What, like $600,000?
Yeah, $650,000.
Yeah, I believe it.
I was like, $650,000 for a 3-1 in fucking Normal Heights? Suck my dick.
Oh, that's why it's Normal Heights. They done build that place up.
Well, Normal Heights is crazy now, but that's where we grew up. So, like, my value of Normal Heights ain't what these niggas' value is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they done added so many stores and lounges and bars since we last been there. Because back in the day in that area, you'd have to it was like maybe 3 bars in like that whole area. Now it's like a dozen.
Yeah, and the bars didn't have no fucking signs. Mm-hmm. We only knew that shit because, it ain't had no fucking signs. So
Exactly. And,
that shit crazy. That, what it is now? Like, Normal Heights is like the straight version of Hillcrest now. Remember Hillcrest was like, mad gay people, but there's mad clubs and bars. You can see them over there. Yeah. Now, and good restaurants, all that shit. Now, all that shit is Normal Heights. I don't know what you mean by was. I'm just in Hillcrest. It's still gay
still
people. Still that way,
They still out there,
But Hillcrest was nice, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Now it's like that nice, but in Normal Heights and shit.
I see.
And you see mad niggas, well, not even niggas, there's white people with fucking beards and plaid shirts. You like, what the fuck? Where y'all niggas come from? Where's all the crackheads and shit?
Yeah.
But, they done improved everything in the hoods where we used to be at and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
I guess that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I went and visited Pop's old condo. Matter of fact, last time I was in San Diego. You remember the condo, right?
I know that shit costs so much now because that was in a decent area. It's like $1 million condo now. Huh?
It was probably close to it when he had
it. Yeah.
I'm sure now it's ridiculous.
Because that shit was like sort of close to the ocean, down by close to the airport. Mm-hmm. And in the hills back there,
I could walk to Little Italy from there.
Yeah, well, you know how much that fucking place has got to be now? It's got to be millions. That's a nice ass area. It was a nice area back then.
Mm-hmm. I know. He looked back on that. He's like, "Fuck! I wish I didn't lose that spot because that was some value right there."
Yeah, if he still had it, he'd be a millionaire just off that shit.
Easy. Because I think at the time, it might have been paid off. Damn near close to it. Definitely owned more than he owed. That's for sure. But hey, ain't none of my business. Ain't none of my business. Shit, bro. What else is going on?
I mean, the internet is going crazy with a bunch of shit, man. The whole shit with fucking Diddy. You got the fucking Cardi B shit.
Oh, we ain't even talk about Diddy?
Not at all.
Damn. Shit, we could just talk about this the rest of the episode and wrap up after this then, because, I mean...
You know what story I got that's Diddy related? This nigga at my job, bro. So we had this barbecue at my job, right? Mm-hmm. Where they was like, they bought barbecue for some place and they brought it all in. So all the niggas was sitting at a table eating. Yeah. This motherfucker grabs his phone, puts his phone on everybody, and then starts playing this sound effect. It was fucking horrible, bro. It was like
Diddy and Meek.
Yeah, we was all like, what the fuck is this?
I already knew what it was.
Like, we was all mad. Like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, oh, man, that's Diddy and Meek. We was mad as hell. Like, nigga, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you just play that shit?
We want to hear that.
Yeah, nigga just played that shit in a group of, like, I'd say about 15 dudes. Yeah. Just check this out. We was like, what the fuck? Bro, that shit scarred me, nigga. That shit scarred me. I was like, oh, my God. I don't know. Who knows if that was really Diddy and Meek, right? But that... I mean, that could have been audio from a gay porn or something. But that shit was fucking abrasive.
Listen, man, I'm going to just say it's real. I'm going to say it's real.
Why you figure that?
Prove to me it's not real. I'm gonna do like the courts do. Nigga, you did that shit. No? Prove to me you didn't do it. Well, because my whole thing is this, bro. Meek has already done so much, like, sus stuff, like online, bro. Like, sitting at the pool, eating french fries off his legs, in the pool, looking like he was just getting worn out, looking up at Puff, talking about, yeah, I love you too, daddy, and all that kind of stuff. It's like, because it's one thing to, like, say daddy when you from New York. This nigga from Philly. They don't talk like that over there. Like, if you a New York nigga, like, what's good, daddy? What's up, daddy? Like, that's understandable if you from New York. Philly niggas don't talk like that. And he, last I checked, he through and through Philly. Yeah. So Philly niggas don't talk like that. So you on camera, what's good, daddy? Yeah, I love you too, daddy. And it's like, nigga, what?
That shit was bad.
And then, you got like the clip from Drink Champs when fucking Fab and Jadakiss was on there. Yeah. And then Diddy pulls up, all drunk. Talking about, what's up, Fab? Why you don't party with me? You know what I'm saying? And Fab's like, we talking about, man, I do party with you. He's like, nah, you don't party with me. And it's like, and then Jada's over there like covered his face like...
And Fab trying to stay cool.
Yeah, because he probably like, yo, nigga, cameras is rolling. What are you doing right now? But
yeah, that nigga doing the most.
I think Diddy might have tried Fab, but I think Fab might have been in a position where he was able to like just escape that situation.
Yeah, I don't know if he tried them other than just witnessing what the fuck is going on. They're like, yo, I'm gonna be over here.
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
I get in on
and I think
shit.
Jada knows that shit be going on, but he just stay away from that shit because
crazy shit. I remember a story being told by I think it was like Ghostface and the Jizza. Supposedly went to some party in Cali by a big celebrity with those parties. They wouldn't say who it was, but probably was Diddy. They say took everybody's phones and all that other kind of shit. Okay, I'm about to go in here and have some fun, get some drinks. And he was like, it was wild. It was like, motherfuckers is like passing around plates of fucking drinks and fucking pills and coke and shit. And they say you look at it, it's like, don't walk around and just look in the room. It's like you're gonna see some shit you're not gonna want to see. And they say he wasn't gonna say who, but somebody was getting like was serving up fucking Pop Winslow from fucking Family Matters.
Okay.
Was smashing his cheeks. Dude needed money.
Yeah, supposedly, I think I heard that story. Supposedly that was Diddy. Diddy was clapping them cheeks.
Yeah?
Because it was new booty.
Shit, I might be mixing the stories up, but...
new booty on the block.
That's super crazy.
Hey, man, it's just like...
But dude, that audio fucked me up, bro. You heard that shit?
Unfortunately, once.
Yo, my wife told me about it actually before I heard it. And the way she reacted, like, was warning me, like, yo. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to fuck with it.
Yeah, that's the real not safe for work video.
That's like 2 Girls 1 Cup level disgusting. Don't maybe not quite.
Yeah.
Because 2 Girls 1 Cup is graphic. You can see that shit.
No, I'll take the 2 Girls 1 Cup video over here.
Oh, yeah. If I was forced to listen or hear whichever one, I would do
some
2
girls. Some girls
cup.
eat some shit. That's nasty.
It's nasty.
But it's not because I'm not homophobic. But I don't get off to hearing niggas getting their ass clapped.
That shit was brutal.
You know, yeah, that nigga, he sounded like he was in pain. Like, I don't know
if he sounded like he probably liked that shit. Sounded like he was liking that shit.
I mean, listen,
all I know even more. All right.
I don't need to see or hear where he got the inspiration for Dreams and Nightmares. Because that's clearly what that was. That was dreams and nightmares.
They was saying the nigga was sitting in the pool cooling his asshole off.
Yeah.
After that shit.
Yeah, the nigga was looking like he needs some of that Diddy IV. You know, he'd be giving all his victims the IV. You party with me, you gonna need an IV because we go all night. I
didn't see it, but my wife said there's a video of like him and his mom's like
IV'd up. Yeah.
Like, yeah, that we got it in. Like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, bro. And then I've seen some videos, because I guess, supposedly he was doing things with Justin Bieber too. Because I guess
Justin Bieber was like a baby that when he first came out.
Exactly. Diddy tried to sign Justin Bieber, but I guess the family didn't trust Diddy. So when they met with Usher, they trusted Usher with Justin Bieber, and then Usher passed him off to Diddy.
I do remember Usher was like really pushing this nigga, basically signing off on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I seen a video clip the other day where like Diddy kind of like I don't want to say cornered him, but he rolled up on Bieber. Like Bieber was like in the middle of an interview, and Diddy's like, "What's up, man? What's up, man? You don't call or nothing no more." Mm-hmm. And it's like, are you talking like this to a little kid? You don't call or nothing no more. Like, and Bieber was looking so nervous in the video. Like,
I don't think I got your number.
He's like, I don't know. I don't think I have your number. My number changed. Like, he was just like, like you press a nigga and he's scared, and he just starts rambling off whatever. That's what Bieber was doing, and it's kind of weird. And then I seen another video. Bieber's obviously a whole lot older, but Diddy's talking to this nigga, and he holds him in close, and he's like rubbing on his chest, kind of like he's feeling for a wire. Like he's doing shit like this, like tapping on it. And it's like,
yeah, I think I saw that.
And it's like, we know what that is. Mm-hmm. That's that nigga. You and the nigga did some dirty shit, and he was disappeared, and he came back, and now you like, hold up, I don't trust,
Yeah, let me talk to you for a minute.
Yeah, let me holler at you real quick. Like, yo, you went and told them niggas what happened? Like, what's up? You would tell me, right? You my nigga, right? You ain't gonna do me dirty. Like, he was doing all that shit. Like, that shit is, so that's why I say he did that shit. That was Meek on video. Because Meek don't. This is the thing. Meek don't got nothing to show me otherwise. Everything I see of Meek is always some dumb shit.
Weirdo shit, yeah.
Like he just not too long ago, he was on X talking about, I got 100,000 for anybody that could tell me where the connection is between me and that guy. You and that guy? You mean you and Diddy? Nigga, there's tons of video.
It's a video, yeah.
What you mean, what's the connection?
You in that nigga's pool. What you talking about?
What are you talking about? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, shut up. Like, that's the best thing you can do is just be quiet. Like when all that shit came out talking about Diddy was over here grooming Usher, you ain't see Usher say a fucking word.
Shit, yep.
When the girl came out and was like, Usher gave me STDs, Usher didn't say a fucking word. Just silence is golden, my nigga. Yeah, they've been telling us since the movie theaters. Silence is golden. Shut the fuck up.
You can't do it though. Meek's a weirdo. He always talking. You know what I'm saying? That's what it.
Meek is an example of street niggas that don't need to be online. because it don't translate. Yeah. Like Meek might be that nigga offline, but online he's like a clown. Like I don't know the guy personally, but when he gets online, it's always entertaining for the wrong reasons. Like anytime I see it's a Meek tweet, I'm like, see what this nigga said. And it's never for anything good. Yeah. Like, oh, let me see what he said on some good shit. I'm always just expecting, let me see what dumb shit. It's like when Twitter first started back in the day, I would always look at what Fabulous said, because Fabulous was always just talking reckless and just clowning niggas on there. Meek is always saying some shit that makes him look stupid. Always.
Yeah.
Always. Like, and it's not like he has perfect grammar. Like, I'm not the grammar police, but sometimes he writes stuff and you read it and it's like, I feel like my IQ dropped after I'm done reading it. I'm like, wait, what did I just read? Like, that don't even make no sense. And then I have to tell myself, oh, it's Meek. So I have to just like act like whatever. Yeah. Yeah, man. So what do you think is going to end up with this whole Diddy thing?
They going to get him for racketeering and all that shit, because the feds don't miss on racketeering. Everybody going to come out with their little stories. We starting to see that shit. We even starting to see people talk shit about each other about their stories. So you got Jaguar Wright kind of talking shit about what's the old boy name that was on That's So Raven?
Orlando Brown.
Yeah, them two kind of talking shit to each other about their stories about fucking Diddy.
Yeah.
But that nigga always been kind of just say his shit. He didn't go into all the crazy details like Jaguar Wright did. Yeah. That nigga just always said his shit. They's like, oh, you don't want to bring your girl to a Diddy party. So, oh, your girl would be fine. It's you that be in trouble, nigga. Remember that shit? Yeah. He said that shit a while ago.
Man, bro, that Cat Williams interview just keeps aging like fine wine.
Because that motherfucker said, hey, all like this shit gonna come out 2024.
He said all that shit gonna come out. He was like, and then when he was like, you can't party with Diddy.
You got to say no. I turned down $50 million to keep this virgin whole.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, because I'm sure Diddy tore him up.
And niggas was like, "Oh, Cat's so crazy." Now you're like, I don't know. That nigga.
This is what I'm saying.
Profit.
Shit. There's a lot of shit. Kanye at one point was looking crazy, and sometimes you go back and look at some of the shit Kanye was saying. It's like, oh,
yeah,
you know,
fucking Kanye. Big disappointment. We all loved Kanye at one point, but now that nigga on some shit.
Yeah. And then, fun fact, I just found out the other day. You remember, it was like one of my favorite songs at the time, but you remember that G-Dep song, Let's Get It?
Oh, yeah.
With like Black Rob and Diddy? Mm-hmm. So Diddy's verse on there, you know, remember, call me Diddy, I run this city, send the cops, the DA, the feds to come get me. All that shit aging terrible today. But I found out that 50 Ghost wrote that.
Whoa.
I didn't know that.
And then you saw the shit with Shine and backward. Where is he from again?
Belize,
yeah. He's like the president or some shit there.
Yeah.
Prime Minister or whatever. Yeah, he had to come out and say what he had to say. He was like, yo, I'm going to chill with him for give me money for my people. But I don't really fuck with him like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he stayed in his country. It wasn't like that nigga was out on the yacht with him or some shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. But, you know, you got to answer that shit. Anybody who's been in a photo or taking any time with Diddy right now is being called up to the carpet like, yo, explain.
So this almost goes back to that callback. I'm pretty sure I said that on the pod, but do you think it's true now of the rumor of why Ben broke up with Jen? Like one of his boys in the feds or whatever was like, bro,
you get about
I don't know if you want to wipe this up. Some of the footage we found, she ain't the one, bro. She ain't the one.
That was like 20 years ago, though. But
yeah, but here's the thing. Diddy has already said that he ain't taking no plea deal. So if he's going to go, if he's going to go to trial, well, forget about airing out. If he's going to go to trial and they want to convict, they got to make him look. They got to stain him. So a lot of that stuff is going to come out. And a lot of people is going to go down. I think, bro, this nigga is about to get up there and be Nino Brown. This nigga about to get up there. Look, the shit is bigger than Sean Puffy Combs.
To me, the nigga's got to explain pretty soon is Jay. Jay-Z.
Jay has been quiet.
And remember that nigga Diddy during all this shit at that birthday party, nigga Jay showed up, looked around like, What the dude? This nigga is hot right now. Why the fuck would you come around this nigga at all,
bro? Jay has been quiet. I forgot about Jay for a second. Like I haven't heard a peep out of this nigga.
And that's a telltale sign. You can even say niggas is shutting the fuck up. That's one thing that they do too.
Beyonce got a whole album out. That Cowboy Carter, I don't see no promo happening for right now.
Cowboy Carter came out a while ago. It was the big buzz for a minute, so I wouldn't say about that. Just this nigga physically showing up at the old boy's birthday party, walking around, kind of taking a look around, being quiet.
Yeah.
And Diddy was super hot right now. I think he probably came up with a lot of niggas like, hey, I got shit on you, bro. I need you to show up for me. So I don't look crazy out here in these streets. Yeah, all right. But then
I don't think he did that.
I do.
I don't think he would. If he did, he wouldn't say it in that manner. Because Jay is at a point, he's getting too big now to be. You can't little bro me.
If you got some shit on you,
I think he might have said, "Yo, the heat is coming down. We gotta show unity. Come hold me down, bro."
Fuck that. Nah, that's. Not
I think he said. I think he said that under the guise of Jay already knowing that he got shit on him. Like Diddy's the nigga you don't say no to if you've been with him and came up with him because you was around for a lot of that shit. You see all these photos coming out.
He was involved in that shit.
Jay been around this nigga since Aaliyah was alive, and you see Aaliyah died. Oof.
Yep. So I'm saying,
a couple decades ago.
You got some shit on Jay. They say by proxy you got some shit on B because of that. We don't really know. And supposedly one of the reasons why he's going down because the nigga like be taking evidence and taking pictures and videos of niggas and using it to blackmail them later. So it's like a lot of these DAs and public figures and shit is like, we gotta get rid of this nigga, or else he gonna have us all go down.
I don't think he does it. I don't think he gets convicted.
No, do you think it happened to him? He die in jail?
Die in jail?
Like old boy hung himself in jail? That kind of shit.
He's on Epstein. Yeah. Epstein committed suicide.
Right.
Yeah, just like Aaron Hernandez.
We'll see, man. This shit gonna get dirty. It's gonna get real dirty.
Oh, I'm here for it. Listen, Drake and Kendrick already done fucked up the rap game, so at this point, might as well fuck up the entertainment. It's just like a soft reboot because at this point, more than half the industry is about to just be finished. So that's gonna make space for like all the newcomers.
Yeah.
Like all the old, like it's a young man's game now. Like all these old heads, they got to move out the way now because they about to be canceled.
Speaking of which, Kendrick at the Super Bowl. What'd you think of that?
Oh, we ain't even talking about that.
Nope.
Damn.
A lot has happened in the last month.
I think. The buzz around this is starting to die down, but I'll bring it up. I am so glad that Jay chose Kendrick over Lil Wayne.
Same.
Because that Lil Wayne performance was about to be so ass.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry. It is what it is. I fucks with Lil Wayne, but from a performance standpoint, I don't. Because all his shit is fucking auto-tuned now.
You don't even remember his own fucking songs. Niggas be quoting his lyrics.
And that's another thing. Like, I don't know when the last time you went to a live show, but when you listen to auto-tune tracks live, it sounds terrible. Because in the studio, that's when it gets all polished and everything. But when it's performed live, you literally got to lip sync it for it to sound good. And if you're doing all that, I don't want to see that shit.
I just saw one where the nigga basically rapped a new verse because he couldn't remember the whole one.
This is what I'm saying. And that's, first of all, Lil Wayne, one of them niggas now, he Jay. He don't write his rhymes. But I think this nigga need to write his rhymes down because this nigga he has so many verses out there that he forgets shit. Mm-hmm. This nigga at one point, this nigga was doing like a song a day for like 2 years.
Yeah, he was. He's on that shit. And then like all the shit we got with these niggas now punching in and all that shit is all their fucking fault. They took them niggas like Biggie and Jay would sit there for 2 hours thinking of a verse, practice it in their head, and then go rap it. These niggas now go in there and freestyle some shit. Maybe they said a hotline on the fucking fourth bar or some shit. They delete the other shit, put that fourth bar in, go back in and rap again. And maybe they drop a hard bar on this fucking sixth one this time, and then they just chop it and put that shit together. Like
we grew up on a different kind of rap. We grew up on the one take rap.
Yeah, but it was thought about before they did the take, though. They didn't go in there and just freestyle shit.
Exactly. These niggas is freestyle now. They got like maybe 4 bars in their head. They'll say that shit, and then they'll go think about something, go back, punch me in here, come back with another 2 bars. All right, punch me back in here. It's like...
After a while, they got a song, and then they go back and memorize all the shit they punched in.
Exactly. It's sickening.
They say it's just easier. You can go in there and drop.
Oh, it is
6, 7 songs in the night instead of just 1 or 2.
It is. It definitely is. It's easier for the rapper. Damn sure ain't easy for the fucking engineer.
It's a lot more chopping.
They're in fucking hell. They're in hell. All that fucking chopping and merging.
They're charging though.
Yeah, true. Getting that bread. And then I guess while you brought up the Kendrick thing, what do you think about now that the smoke has cleared? J. Cole all over the place. Have you heard any of his songs? He said he dropped a few songs.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I mean, it's just back to his old shit, really. It ain't nothing. He ain't really stepped his game up, I would say, but not that he needed to.
Yeah.
But he, I think he's doing sort of what we all think Drake should have done. He just went back to making the music you make and don't even act like the shit like never even fucking happened.
Yeah.
Except for that fucking Grippy song. That was trash. But his other verses that he dropped is cool and all, but...
Yeah. What I didn't like, though, was he dropped a song. I forgot the name of the song. I just was listening. But he dropped a song where he was talking about, like he's number one, like he's that nigga. And when I heard that bar, it kind of made my stomach roll. I was just like...
Nah.
Like, I don't want to... Like, obviously J. Cole could rap, but I don't think I want to hear him ever talk about he's that nigga.
Yeah, just like how we didn't want to hear about fucking Drake talking about how tough he was and how he'll tear the nigga up after he backed out of that fucking Pusha T shit. At this shit, I still respect him because he engaged, right?
Right.
He engaged and he lost. I respect him.
Drake would have been finish if even the Kendrick thing came and he didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. But then again, no, because Kendrick didn't come as hard as Pusha in the beginning. See, Pusha came right out, exposed his son and all that. That was crazy. That was something you got to respond to.
Well, now he hit him with the poke on the album
but that's what I'm saying.
And then he fucking threw the haymaker at that nigga.
Did he?
Yeah, because that's why Drake responded, because he had said a couple things on Pusha T on one of his tracks.
No. I'm talking about the Kendrick thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Kendrick. Like, Kendrick did was it Like That?
Yeah.
He did Like That, and then after a while, after it marinated, then that's when Drake actually did something. That's when I was shocked, like, oh shit, Drake responded. Like he was hyped for that. Yeah, because I didn't expect Drake to do anything. Just because because that punch, it was a punch,
but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't not react
because Push gave an uppercut. Push, you felt that hit, like, nigga.
Yeah,
the fuck, like. So Kendrick just threw a little jab, like, oh, you want spar?
I ain't fucking with you niggas kind of shit.
Yeah, and he took the bait, and then when he didn't respond right away, Drake was like, yeah, I got this nigga, back against the wall. This nigga scared. He's taking too long to write his rhymes. He don't know what to say. And then the whole time, this nigga was cooking. That's another thing that aged great. When you go back and listen to Euphoria, oh my God.
He was cooking the whole time, honestly.
Bro, Euphoria, listening to Euphoria. It's
better now than when it came out.
I like Euphoria better than They Not Like Us. But I think at this point, bro, it's solidified. They Not Like Us is the greatest diss track ever made.
Yeah, it's
the most successful. Bro, I was in the car the other day going to the gym with Crystal. Mm-hmm. They still playing that shit. I don't listen to the radio. I'm in her car. That shit on the radio. I'm looking at her like, they still play this shit? Like,
so yeah, that shit is hype. They get little kids fucking rapping to that shit.
That's insane. Because, what was the biggest beef back then? What was the Jay-Z Nas, right?
Yeah, but then we also had like Jadakiss and
right. And Jadakiss and Beans. But that shit lasted a quarter. Like, this shit is literally, the way it's going to last a whole year. Because you got to remember, because of the Super Bowl, it's going to keep
Not Like Us at the Super Bowl? They're not going to let that nigga do that shit.
Yeah. He's 1,000% going to do that shit.
They at least gonna do like They Not Like Us and La Beat or some shit, but he's not gonna do the whole song.
They don't care.
No. Yeah.
Even if he just does I See Dead People, unless the beat drop. Dun, 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 and he just has a live band out there, dun, 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 like doing a performance, dun, 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 and it does like a blimp view, and it looks down, and they do like a band, and it looks like an owl.
And then they all start crip walking.
And it looks like a bat coming towards the owl's face, and the owl starts to disperse. That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Giving niggas ideas.
That would be dope as fuck. You see like a little owl, and it's like it's bat formed, and just like, and then on the wop, 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 wop.
I know Drake's like, this shit ain't even gonna be over yet. Now this nigga, when he said that shit, like, so he one chance to win a championship, no round twos. I was like, oh, this nigga's
I
cold.
Let's get it.
This nigga cold, bro. Cold.
Yeah, that was dope. Bro, everything he does is so cleverly thought out.
Mm-hmm.
So cleverly thought out. Like, I was listening to a old song with like him and Baby Keem, and there's a part, like, I never paid attention to the video, but somebody posted the video, and there was a part, and he was talking about like, in the verse, he's basically talking about like, will you do me dirty? Like, will you be like a Judas to me or something like that? Mm-hmm. And like Baby Keem gives him like a little kiss on the cheek in reference to that, and I'm just like,
and then don't look at that nigga like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. And I was like, yo, like everything, like to the smallest little detail, like,
yep,
yeah. But before I got off that, I was talking about the J. Cole thing. So I just want to say, this album, when J. Cole drops the Fall Off, I think it's supposed. I think he's saying it's going to be like his last.
This shit should better be fucking legendary. It has to be.
That's what I was going to say. After the stunt he pulled, I want the Fall Off to be the greatest. I mean, I might be overhyping it, but bro, I want it to be the greatest rap album in quite some time.
Like, I agree with you. It has to be.
Yeah, because jumping out there with that fucking 7-minute drill, is that what it was called? Mm-hmm. Jumping out there with that diss, then deleting it, then saying, "Oh, I'm good on this" at the show, and now he's making songs talking about I'm that nigga, I'm number one, can't nobody, I'm in my own league. And it's like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't. I really don't. Like imagine me being on this podcast, like, yo, me ain't nobody fuck with me on this podcast. Shit, I smack any one of these fucking podcasters, and I go to some convention and get my ass whipped by some podcasters, and I come back on here. These niggas ain't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile,
like,
this whole side of me's got a black eye.
Yeah, we saw that they was, or even worse, like you ran up on niggas and they sunned you, and it's on tape.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, them niggas ain't fucking with me. And fuck that bullshit,